Hey friends, and welcome back. Today we're talking all about Cool Kids Summer 2026 at Walt Disney World, which is Disney's huge summer celebration between May 26th going through September 8th. Honestly, if you are planning anything with your family, little kids, toddlers, this is going to be perfect for you this summer, as this celebration is specifically geared towards kids and their families. So let's dive into everything you need to know for Cool Kids Summer at Walt Disney World this summer. Hi, I'm Kinsey, a Disney-loving mama and travel agent who helps families tailor their vacations to fit their budget, pace, and personalities. Let's dive in. So starting with what even is Cool Kids Summer. So Cool Kids Summer, like I said, is Disney's big summer celebration. It's going to be specifically geared towards kiddos and their families. And basically it's bringing extra entertainment, activities, characters throughout the parks, the water parks, and even to some of the resorts. So with that being said, we're gonna dive into what that means for Animal Kingdom and what is specifically coming there for Cool Kids Summer. Side note, ignore this. I don't know what my girlies were doing. They just put a bunch of blankets on their rocking chair and I'm just leaving it, so. Anyways, Bluey is coming to Animal Kingdom. I feel like if you have kiddos, this is going to be one of the biggest ones, at least for me. My girls, like my oldest went through a Bluey phase a couple years ago, then kind of drifted, and now they're back. They're about to be 5 and 3, and now they just really love Bluey. Me and my husband honestly love Bluey. Who doesn't love Bluey? I'm super excited for this one, being able to not only meet Bluey and Bingo, but they're going to have like experience activities, a little dance play game experience that they can actually interact with Bluey and Bingo. It's not gonna just be some normal like stay in line, give them a hug, have a quick interaction and leave. There's going to be a little bit more to do with Bluey and Bingo specifically at Animal Kingdom. And this is going to be over in Conservation Station. So just a heads up for where they're going to be. And like I said, this is going to be starting with Cool Kids Summer, which starts May 26th. So that's when you can be on the lookout for Bluey and Bingo at Animal Kingdom. Next, looking over at EPCOT, GoofyCore is going to be at CommuniCore Hall. So EPCOT is basically getting a super silly, kid-focused dance and play area around Goofy called GoofyCore. And so there's going to be DJ dance parties, interactive games, and then, you know, just all things goofy for them to enjoy and have a little bit more fun experiences over there. And since it's in CommuniCore Hall, it will be out of the heat a little bit. So we're really leaning into some more kid-friendly activities, letting them get their wiggles out, letting them interact with characters versus just rides and meet and greets. They're giving a little bit more for those kids to experience while they are there this summer. Next is Hollywood Studios and Disney Junior Mickey Mouse Clubhouse live show. See why I need to read that exactly from my notes. But that is coming to Hollywood Studios. This is the one that's kind of coming in replacing the Disney Play and Dance, Disney Junior Play and Dance show that they used to have, which we loved. So I'm excited to have this back because it sounds like it's still going to be some activities, dancing for kiddos, interactive stuff that specifically includes Mickey and Friends, since it's Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. So Mickey and Minnie, Goofy, Daisy, Pluto. And then, like I said, the interactive dancing, music, things for, again, the kiddos to get their wiggles out. And then you can also get out of the heat and enjoy some AC, which is one thing that we loved about the Disney Junior Play and Dance. So I am glad that this is going to be an option, especially because Hollywood Studios specifically, I feel like can get super hot. Having a way to get out of the heat, get the little ones their wiggles out, and also have some time to interact with those fun characters is going to be great. Next is Magic Kingdom. So at Magic Kingdom, they're actually going to have Jesse's Roundup inside of the Diamond Horseshoe. So they're basically adding a Toy Story themed interactive experience. It doesn't sound like it's going to be like a character dining for Toy Story at Magic Kingdom. It's going to be more of an interactive experience, to my understanding, with Jesse, Woody, Bullseye, hence Jesse's Roundup. And then this is, like I said, it's going to be inside of Diamond Horseshoe at Magic Kingdom for Cool Kids Summer. Also, tying into Toy Story, Magic Kingdom, kind of Cool Kids Summer, friendly reminder that the Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger spin is now open. So they kind of paired that with some of the early Cool Kid summer announcements, but that has recently reopened with new interactive targets, new ride effects, new blasters. So make sure to put that on your agenda to check out while you're in Magic Kingdom. I know I'm excited to try this out specifically with my family, maybe a time or two. It was kind of a ride that I was like, meh, if the girls want to do it because it's Buzz and they can both ride it, I'll do it, but I wasn't super intrigued by it. I definitely like Toy Story Mania better. So it is one that I'm excited to see, like if it feels a little bit better, a little more exciting when we try that out in August. Next is Disney Springs. So Disney Springs even has a few things coming for Cool Kids Summer. Specifically, they're going to host dance parties inspired by Descendants and Camp Rock, which I think is so fun because it's like Camp Rock is more my era, what I grew up with, a little something for me and, you know, the moms out there, while Descendants is a little bit more younger / they obviously have recently come out with Descendants 4 and I think they're coming out with another one. So it's more of like kiddos now. So it's a little bit of fun for everybody that you're going to be able to enjoy over in Disney Springs. And the next thing, which I feel like is one of the biggest things, especially for the Florida summer heat, and one of the perks that I'm looking forward to the most for our summer trip, I should say our summer family trip, because the summer trip I take with some of my friends with the agency, etc. I won't be doing this specifically, but this is geared around the water parks. So one, they're going to have Goofy appearing at Blizzard Beach this summer and Stitch appearing at Typhoon Lagoon. So keep that in mind if you want to see some characters at the water park. And for the first time in a while, both Typhoon Lagoon and Blizzard Beach are going to be open, because I feel like I think it's been ever since COVID, they've had like one open at a time. So this summer, both are scheduled to be open. So you have the option of going to either or going to both. And this is great because they are doing free water park entry on your arrival day. That is included in any packages within those Cool Kids Summer dates. So starting May 26th, going through September 8th, Disney Resort guests can enjoy a free entry water park day on their arrival day. So the day that you're check-in will basically be on your My Disney Experience app for a ticket that you can use to either Typhoon Lagoon or Blizzard Beach. The nice thing about this hack, and I'm thinking about this actively because we are actually doing this in August. I don't know if we'll do 2 water park days, but if you do a split stay, then you technically have 2 check-in days. Therefore, you could do a 1 water park on your first check-in day and 1 water park on your second day, if you wanted to. And then kind of diving into one of the last things here is resort perks. They did mention they were going to have a couple extra things even going on at the resorts. So for example, Pop Century, Art of Animation, Caribbean Beach, Port Orleans Riverside, it sounds like are going to get a couple cool kid offerings with extra character visits, more scheduled family activities, pool games. I mean, some of that stuff is already going on. Specifically, there's a pajama party and story time, but I know they always have the campfire sing-along or campfire activities going on. There's usually pool games going on throughout the day if you're spending your time at the resort pool, different things like that. But it sounds like there's going to be a couple extra added things to those resorts specifically. So be on the lookout for that. And I typically say try to spend a day at your resort anyway, or some downtime at your resort anyways. So this is going to be great to see what they're doing. I know we have a day specifically that's going to be mostly resort time. So I'm excited to see what they'll be doing, and we'll be at Pop Century. So with some of those extra resort perks. Also, I've noticed that they've been doing this, but this was specifically called out in the Cool Kids Summer announcement. They are going to start offering more complimentary items that make things easier if you're taking like babies. So for example, they're calling out specifically bottle warmers, infant tubs, night lights, and basically diaper genies, like diaper disposal units. Request. There are things like some things I've never heard of being like requested, but on top of that, you can request the crib, pack and play, something like that. You can even request a microwave. And if they have a microwave, you might be able to get one to your room. So kind of a side note, but they did specifically call out those things are going to be they're going to start being offered more with the Disney resorts. They announced that with the Cool Kids Summer. So hopefully we just kind of see that more and more as we go on to help mamas have a little bit less to pack and worry about as they're preparing for Disney. This whole thing, Cool Kids Summer, is exactly why I stress to my families and reemphasize that Disney is a lot more than just rides. I mean, besides Buzz Lightyear's Space Ranger spin, we didn't talk about rides really at once. We talked about experiences that are coming specifically for Cool Kids Summer, meet and greets, water parks, free water park entry, things that are happening at the resort. So just keep that in mind, that there really is so much to do. It's more than just rides, and it's specifically what you and your family are going to enjoy. So maybe you might not include a lot of rides anyways. Maybe you are more of a ride person. We are ride people, but it is nice to just kind of sit back sometimes and experience other things Disney has to offer, because to me, it's all about the experience. We love the rides. We're going to do the rides. We're going to budget for lightning lanes. That's a whole nother conversation, but doing that also gives us the, cuts back on line time and gives us the flexibility and the option to do more of those activities and things outside of rides, outside the parks even. Like I said, I help my clients navigate all of that. So if you are interested in starting to get a trip planned or ready to get one on the books, I will leave my planning link below so we can get started working together on that. If this got you excited for Cool Kids Summer, leave a thumbs up and let me know below in the comments what you are most excited about. Like I said, I feel like I personally am really excited for Bluey and Bingo and the water park entry, just because I haven't been to a water park. My girls are currently in a big pool water park phase, so I just think that's going to be really fun for us. But let me know what you are or would be the most excited about. And make sure to subscribe and join the fun, because like I said, I do have some summer trips coming up. And not only do I help tailor the magic specifically to you and your family and help you navigate what's gonna make the most sense to you, but I will also bring you along, give you some insight to my experiences, my honest opinions, trying some new things. And I have a lot of new things that I will be bringing you along with this summer. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.